you guys doing today after another amazing episode of The Flash on CW? Sorry, but I'm distracted by Jack's onesie.
Happy Halloween. I told you all that I would have it, so I got it for you.
Thanks, Jack.
It's Halloween.
Jack's holding it down for the Halloween costumes for all of us here. Thanks. So you guys know Jack, you know Lauren, you know Devon, I'm Dylan. You guys are the best Flash fans in the world. Hanging with us here. But before we get started, got a quick announcement. Yes, we're back at the desk. And remember last week how we were at the desk because Kamikaze Live was happening right here? Well, next week, October 30th through the 1st at the Los Angeles Convention Center, it's the actual Kamikaze Expo. But the only reason I'm especially mentioning is because Danielle Panabaker is going to be there on the 31st to sign autographs and take photos. So guys, you want to fly to LA and meet Danielle Panabaker, aka Caitlin Snow, and take photos and sign autographs?
This is your chance.
Now's your chance to do it. And if you're joining us from the Facebook groups, Flash Facts group and Arrow and Flash Fan Club, what's up? Let's get into it. That land shark was awesome.
Yes, it was.
Yes. King Shark.
By
Finally,
far,
I was waiting for you to
the
say something
coolest
about King
character
Shark.
that I have seen yet on The Flash, I think, bar none. My
Well,
favorite.
we can't forget about Grodd.
Well, he was like Grodd, but a shark.
Yeah, I'm not forgetting about Grodd. I'm just saying we've seen large gorillas before in movies, but giant sharks.
What large
are,
gorillas have you seen before?
What about
King Kong.
Thank you.
I wanted to see what she was going to come up with.
Of course, that's what I was going to come up with.
And don't forget,
Did you not see Sharknado? Sorry.
This is okay.
They
I
don't
didn't
walk
see it.
around
Didn't see
with
it.
muscles
Dan Bell,
punching people.
TJ, okay, he reminded me about Grodd because I was like, yeah, what the hell is Grodd? That's like my favorite
He'll be back
one.
this season.
He was one of the prettiest villains besides Reverse Flash and King Shark just now. Tell him who King Shark is. I always do it. Let Jack tell him who King Shark is. Tell him who King Shark is, Jack.
Right, so we did just look this up and we probably got into it. So King Shark is pretty much an asshole in a way. I like to put it as that. However, he's one of our favourite villains. But what was the main reason? Who was it? Right, that was it. So there's one cool really part of the week kind of put together as we was watching it. King Shark originally flew to Metropolis where he attacked Jimmy Olsen, which is where Superman came down and did what? Knocked his teeth out.
Well, bam.
What did Barry and Paddy find at the beginning of this episode? Teeth. And obviously, in all our rumours at the moment, we've been heard going around on the Twitterverse. What have we heard? That Superman will be making an appearance in The Flash.
It's a rumor. It's a hot rumor.
It's a rumour. It's a hot rumour. And now this maybe
But the writers
has added
are
to
leaving
it.
some pretty amazing breadcrumbs that are backing up the Twitterverse.
Definitely.
Like this one.
I'll tell you what though, it was great because it was such a surprise. Like I was even here, we were here saying, be like, yo, they're not even gonna like show him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
so
then
we said,
boom,
didn't we?
teeth
Yeah.
and claw, and it was awesome.
We were literally sat here and we were like, sir, what happened to
Pretty
Shark
awesome.
Man? Then all of a sudden, Barry.
But what's his role? Is there more expanded Flash role coming up this season where we're gonna see Killer King Shark back in action?
Well,
or-
not that we know on this show, but I mean, as far as the comic book, he's one of those kind of agitated all the heroes of Justice League. Like I would say Aquaman would be.
But is he a
one of his
man?
better-
Is he like a doctor that had like a chemical thing?
No,
How
he
did it
got
happen?
Augmented flesh.
Yeah. And his father is
Doesn't
Shark
need to be in
God,
water.
I believe. Shark God was like the original of the OG.
Shark
This is where we're
God.
getting deep into it.
Sounds like you got a
Sharks
Real
are the
DC
cool.
universe,
Sharks in
right?
general are just like the number
They're
one
just
animal. Like, what do you got?
badass.
Who's your favorite animal? Tigers are great. Sharks, apex predator.
You know,
Flash.
4 people a year die from
Favorite
sharks.
Flash.
I know this is getting into a bit of a shark cause.
I like
now.
anything that's white, like the
Literally.
white tigers, the white sharks.
Guys, if you hate that we're talking about animals and not the Flash, tell us to shut up by hitting us up in the comment section below on YouTube if you're
Or
watching
join
live.
in because animals are awesome too.
Duh! And of course
Okay.
on Twitter using the hashtag #TheFlashAS.
Do I gotta say it? Do I gotta say it?
What do you gotta say?
Harrison Wells.
Thanks, Devon.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
So here's what I was gonna say. Now Patty Spivot tried to stop him, but it's a good thing that Harrison Wells was there.
By the way, that was so cute of Patty with her little tiny gun just coming
Trying
and
to shoot
like,
a big
bang,
old
bang,
shot.
bang, bang. I was like,
Well,
oh girl, you're gonna need
So
some backup.
earlier in the episode, we saw Harrison Wells try to like steal that gun. What
Yeah.
was that gun? Did he know this was going to happen? Is that gun specifically designed for the shark? What's his plan? He's back. What is he up to? He can walk. What's going on?
So as we saw in the previews to the second episode, if you didn't watch the previews because you don't like to see them, I understand, so I apologise for ruining them for you. He
Mute us for a
mentioned,
moment.
yeah, just pause it for a quick
Mute
second.
Jack. Cool.
Can you do that? No. He mentioned that Zoom was taking over Earth 2 and that he is Harrison Wells Earth 2. So that has now, well, according to the previews, that has now been decided. And that is why he has come to Earth 1, because he knows that Zoom is trying to now attack Earth 1.
But if everyone is someone else kind of in the Earth too, why is he the same?
I asked that question last episode, and this is why I say, shout out to @Dish Network. Who knew?
Hey, Dish
That's
Network.
true, actually. Thank you, Dish Network.
And @TheRealLeowen. I do not trust him. I do not trust that man. I don't care if he's in a wheelchair. I don't care if he's not in a wheelchair. Harrison Wells, you can look me right in my face. I do not trust you. I don't care what earth
I'm
you're
on
from.
board with that, Devon.
Thank you, Lolo. This is why I mess with Lolo.
See, now
Up
I
top,
kind
man.
of do trust the new one, and we very rarely disagree, so this is a new one for
And
us.
according to the preview, he did say that he's here because Zoom is messing things up for his own life.
Zoom's messing up in our world, and I know that he's coming to mess up your world, so that's why Harrison 2 is there.
No.
Guys, what's your theories? You guys are a lot smarter than us, so
Why
please
do you
help
dislike
us.
Harrison
What do you
Wells so
think?
much?
What do you mean, why do I like this?
Why do you like him, Jack?
Let's count the ways.
It was Il Bardan. Wow, that was weird.
So it's the actual Harrison Wells, then, the real Dr.
This one
Harrison
is the
Wells,
real Harrison
who's a good
Wells.
guy, who's a scientist.
Thank
who's
you, Dylan.
So that, you know, that would be nice if that happens, because all of season 1, he was really a bad guy, Harrison Wells, and not really himself. So if it does wind up being actual Harrison Wells, and the fact that Victor Garber now, or Victor Stein, right?
Martin
Stein, Victor Garber.
Yeah.
The actor.
I was like, wait, what?
He's off the
Which one
show
is it?
for the most part now. Firestorm's going to be heading over to Legends of Tomorrow, as long as that show lasts.
Who is that? Sorry, real quick,
As one
just
of the
also
main
there.
members.
Who is he getting help from? Because he mentioned when him and Jefferson Jackson left, he was like, I'm taking you to my colleague over in some academy who was helping us train to become Firestorm. Who was that person? Was that just an excuse to get him off, or is there somebody actually helping them train to
Maybe a
become
little,
Firestorm?
maybe a little bit of both, but I know for a fact that they're going to be regulars now. Both of them, both
for sure.
actors
You
are
brought up a
regulars
great
on
point
Legends
about
of
that.
Tomorrow.
There's Legends of Tomorrow, the other show. What do you guys think about Supergirl? Have you guys watched that?
I watched the
Because
premiere last
just
night.
came out.
A lot
What
of
do you
people,
think?
a lot of people watched
Right,
it.
a lot of people watched
13
it.
million
Almost
people.
40,
Yeah.
was it 13 or
12.9,
14 million?
13
Yeah,
million.
12.9 million people.
Also a Greg Berlanti project, and also Blind Spot on NBC is Greg Berlanti, so he's got
And
the
also-
the 2 #1 shows last night.
And David
obviously
Rappaport
Flash.
casting for all of them as
Greg
well.
Berlanti.
David Rappaport's killing it on the casting right now. I watched the Super. I know this is.
So what did you think about it, though? Yeah,
I thought they did a very good job of it. I thought just bringing it into it, it was a little bit like, okay.
Different. Could you feel like it was for a different audience than what we watched?
Oh,
on the
It's
platform?
entirely.
young, right? Isn't
It's
the
for
girl?
chi-
She's
yeah, it
super,
seems
super young. I
It
feel
was
like.
very good for women who are for girls. Sorry, for younger girls who are wanting to get into the entertainment industry to show that like girls can be badass as well. And kind of like, I know this is totally off topic, but Barack Obama said about the US women's team, now
Badass.
playing like a girl is considered being badass.
Yeah.
And just the
It
fact
is.
that
Kinda had the
he
same
kind
thing.
of, he's the man. He's
I
at the
just
Bulls
quoted
game right
Obama
now.
on like I'm pretty go Obama.
But Firestorm was really working Caitlyn up. She was on one.
Well, speaking of Firestorm, we can't ignore the fact that they use Victor Stone's background as this new Jefferson Jenkins, whatever his name was.
Well, I mean, Devon, a lot of people play
It's really
football.
hard. It's
No,
a lot of J's.
no, because we know that that's Victor Stone. You know, you like Cyborg.
Of course.
Cyborg,
So
that's
why,
Victor
they're not going to
Stone.
steal him away.
But what happened to the Jason Rush from season 1? I'm glad you brought that up.
yeah, we
Maybe
were
they
talking
couldn't
about
get the same actor and had to switch the name
For
because they already
what?
used it.
For- who's
Well, because
the
Jason
Firestorm?
Rush from the first season is
the
Firestorm,
second.
is the second Firestorm.
When
But
did we
like you
see
said,
him?
Jason, we saw him in the first. I can't remember which episode, so if somebody remembers, let us know. But we were talking about it in the first season. Jason Rush came into the CC Jitters, the coffee shop, Central City Jitters. I just got that.
Yeah.
The CC Jitters coffee shop that they use, and Jason Rush comes in and introduces himself for like the last 15 seconds of an
Yeah.
episode, and then he sodded off. And it was like, well, that was Jason Rush, but.
And then we get Jamarius
And now-
Jackson.
Jefferson Jackson.
Watermelon Mia?
Yeah. Jamiroquai. I don't know.
Hey, Jamiroquai, fucking A right. Sorry, yes, that's great. I love Jamiroquai.
So guys, so we see Firestorm. He's back in action. He's wonderful. We were just making the point of like, okay, wait. So you can't be Firestorm like alone. You always have to have Victor Garber with you. Like
They are now literally attached to the hip.
So
You're
it's
gonna
like,
wake up in the morning and be like, I feel like doing some superhero stuff today. Where's my man? Because I can't do jack shit without him.
he's calling.
Oh, hey, yeah, can you get over here? We gotta go save some peeps. Oh, you're caught in traffic? Oh yeah, you can't fly because we're
stuck
not
on the
together.
10.
See, that's unfortunate. Yeah, on the 405, okay, bye.
That would be annoying.
No, I agree with you as well. I mean, it's cool the way they have to do it, but yeah, does that mean that forever they have to stay
Jax
together?
Yes.
definitely gets the better end of the stick because he gets to like be himself at least.
Well, one thing I noticed as well, because I want to lead it. Oh, can we lead this into Henry Hewitt now?
No,
and
let's
how
lead
much
it
of an
into
asshole he was?
Caitlyn. Let's lead
You
it
wanna
into
do Caitlyn first?
Henry Hewitt is what's the talk? He's a bad guy. He got fucked up.
We can't act like Tokamak wasn't one of Firestorm's original villains. And
Thank
shout out to
you.
Amy Kesselman and Devin William Martz. Had to get them out there.
Well, here's the thing. They were both fire, so it's like if you're fire and I was fire, and I shot fire at you. It's not
You
really
don't
like
fight fire with fire.
It's not really like,
No, you
you hurt
Well,
me.
he's more
of a power, nuclear power.
nuclear power than he is just
whereas
fire.
Firestorm is
I
considered
feel like we're
more
splitting
fire.
hairs.
And you know what? Fire as your power, it's kind of I'm not in love with it anymore. I used to love it. I used to like be like that awesome. It's too destructive. How are you gonna like be all like super heroic and save the day when your shit is?
Dude, if you could just stand there for 1 second and go flame on.
No, but Human Torch is. I feel like it's more contained. You got it under control.
Hell no.
I'd go Human Torch over.
Hold on,
over
now,
Fire.
okay,
hard. I
but the
agree, it is
Human
hard.
Torch can reach that supernova level, which would literally turns the power of the sun. He can literally turn into the sun and explode and kill the whole world.
Well, don't do that, Chris Evans.
Firestorm can
Don't
only
do
reach
that.
the power of a nuclear explosion.
Which is
what did
still
you-
pretty bad.
Which
Yeah.
is not, it can't take out the whole world unless there's a lot of them going on at once.
But I mean, you got the potential for the power.
Here's the one other thing that was brought
It's
up
all
while we
about
were
the
watching the show is I forget which one of you guys brought it up, but that Victor or Martin Stein is
I did. I know what you're talking about.
Is significantly older than Jefferson. So what happens when Martin Stein dies?
They'll probably find somebody else just
Yeah.
like they found Jax.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now my last little fluidity is going into it. Right, so like you said, they'll just find somebody else to match with Jax. However, Jefferson, I don't know why I keep calling him Jax.
That's
Well,
his
it is
nickname.
Jax. It's Jax
That's his
Jefferson.
nickname.
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
That's why he's making fun with
Well,
the.
I'm thinking of Mortal
Jackson.
Kombat when I hear Jax.
Jax.
I think
Yes.
Because he always did that move.
Either way.
Wait, I was going into
Okay,
something real quickly.
do it.
When they paired, the reason I still believe that he couldn't pair with Henry Hewitt, as well,
The table is moving as you're saying.
as well as the fact that Henry Hewitt wasn't a willing partner, was also because Firestorm needs the physical attributes. Hence why when they were fighting Henry Hewitt, Martin Stein said to him, take control of your physical attributes to control Firestorm.
Yes.
So when Martin
Athleticism.
Stein dies,
Athleticism.
now we have Jax, who's at the moment the physical one. In 20 years, Jax will then become the professor
Well,
kind of thing, and they'll never
even
find a new physical.
Even if he doesn't, but that's a great point. It's just all about opposites. Like you can't
Yeah.
have two scientists together. It's got to balance each other out. But the main person that this show revolved around was Caitlin Snow's character. Now it is an ensemble show, so everyone kind of has their day. This
Absolutely.
was Caitlin's episode. And guys, what'd you think about the episode kind of revolving around Danielle Panabaker, aka Caitlin Snow? It was her time to shine. What did you think she did? Let us know in the comments below, or use the hashtag #TheFlashAS.
You think it was about her?
I do.
100%. It was 100%
She did
her
have a
episode.
It was more of a
pivotal role, and I think that the thing is too is that it was actually very appropriate that she came and tried to get Jax on board as Firestorm, since it was Ronnie, her husband, who was the other half of Firestorm, who did indeed die. So
Well,
I
we
do
have a
think-
quote from Danielle Panabaker, actually. If
Quote
we
it
could
up.
pull that quote up, she had an interview with IGN where she said, I think that's what's especially hard for Caitlin, and maybe ultimately cathartic about this experience, is she's so connected to Stein and cares so deeply about him, and for him because he is this last connection to Ronnie. There we go. Making sure that his next partner is just as good, if not better, than Ronnie was. That's Danielle Panabaker. Thank you, Eric Goldman, for conducting that interview/article at IGN. Guys, you know IGN is really cool, so thank you for that. So yeah, so she was on the. She had no other choice but to put all her effort into finding the perfect replacement.
I didn't like the way she got so hooked up on Henry immediately off the bat, and the way she just kind of shoved Jax to the side. Saying like, oh, Henry's a scientist, this is what he wants to do with the world, this is what he wants to be, and it was just like, Jax was a football player. And
Yeah,
she was just like,
shade.
he's not going to work. It's
Shade.
Like, yeah, right? It
Well, she
like
was just so
football
eager,
shaming.
and she thought she took the easy way out of like, yo, this guy, oh my God, he's a scientist. Stein's a scientist. They're gonna get along. They're best friends. It's gonna really work out. Didn't work out.
Right?
Did not.
Did not work
This
out.
is definitely a case of opposites attracting.
Yes. And you know what, while we're on the subject of relationships, you know what? It's all about being compatible. Because maybe you line up with that other person and things are similar, but like you don't connect. Look at that.
Boom. There it is.
Yes.
And shout out,
For more dating advice, keep watching the Flash AS. What's up, Devon?
Go on, Devon.
shout out to @BamSmackPal and Bizarre1000. And happy birthday, Phenom Pat. Or
Oh,
at
happy
Phenom.
birthday, Phenom Pat. On the count of three, happy birthday. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday. Sweet. So we know that Iris's mom is not lying about the sickness.
Correct.
We caught that. That's what she said. She said
Yeah.
I stalked you on Facebook, and that's what I
Right.
saw.
So basically, what happened when Iris showed up to have coffee with her mom one last time, it was because her dad informed her that she was in fact dying. So being the investigative reporter that Iris is, she looked it up, found out that the mom was telling the truth, but also found out that there is a little secret that the mom was holding back, which was that she has potentially a brother.
So that brother is Wally West?
Oh, yeah. And he is, well, should be in Keystone City, which is where Jay Garrick is originally from. So it's Earth 2, Keystone City.
Here's my only problem. Here's my only problem with that.
What?
So if it's Joe's son,
Mm-hmm.
meaning his last name's West, that means from when she was sick and in the hospital and like kind of went missing, she was pregnant then, or, I mean, she's 25 years old, so, or in the past 25 years after the mom left, she was impregnated by another man, then it wouldn't be West.
Well, he said she was a drug addict, and we all know, we've all seen
we
New
know.
Jack City. A drug addict
seen
do
what?
some New Jack City. You
Turn
were in
it-
London, you were in Dubai at the time. We all know
It's not a Guy Ritchie
it's
movie.
known for drug dealers to do drug addicts to do certain things and some stuff for some change and some stuff. So I wouldn't be surprised if Wally happened to be one of those kind of children. So I feel like when he comes in, he's gonna be like a little
And
troublemaker.
maybe he just adopts the West last name, because I find it hard that like in that small window of
Yeah.
she going to the hospital and
Yeah, that's a
leaving, that she
pretty
was like
short period of
pregnant
time.
there, and then she took the kid and had the baby just 1 year later and didn't say anything. So
Well,
after-
maybe he's like 16.
No,
Technically, how
exactly,
much-
he's younger, so
Yeah.
it would
How
not be
much
Joe's
younger?
son.
How much
he's
younger?
No, he's not 23
Well,
if
he
she's
got to be
25.
Kid Flash first.
No,
Yeah,
I thought
right.
that she said that it was about like 8 or 9 months later, so it was
Oh,
just.
she said that?
Yes, it
What do you
was
mean?
just enough time.
Wait, what do
I
you
thought
mean?
I thought she made some reference to the time. We have to check back through the episode to make sure, but I think at the time would work out that it would just be.
Iris
time.
said that it was 8
It
months
wasn't
later.
Iris.
No, Mama
It wasn't
West
the
said
mom. Yeah, the mom
She
said
said
that.
8 months later.
Yeah.
Something like
Well,
that.
if
Something
she
like that. I
did,
just remember
then
8
yes,
months.
it would be Joe's son, and that's Wally West. I didn't hear that.
And
It's
quick
fine. I'm gonna
question,
go home and watch the West Coast feed right
Shout
I
now.
out to
know, crap, I'm
Caracas,
gonna-
Venezuela at Games on Pants Gone, that's his name,
Yes.
and at LJ Woods 92,
Got-
and at Essential Flash Fans.
Whilst we are doing that, just a bit on a serious note, one of our big Flash fan followers, flashfans.org, her grandpa passed this week. And that was due to cancer. So hashtag fuck cancer. I'm following it. I hope everybody else does
Cuck
too.
Fancer.
Cuck fancer?
Yeah.
Is that a better way of putting it?
No, I
I
think that's what
apologise
it
for swearing,
is.
but that is a serious cause that we all need to start looking into.
Absolutely.
And our best from all of us here at The Flash and the Stream Studios go out to you at theflashfans.org.
And since you're super excited now, we're going to take a quick break and come back with your Twitter questions after. But before we do that, don't forget to send us your questions right now, last minute, on the YouTube comments if you're watching live, or on Twitter, use the hashtag #TheFlashAS. And we'll see you guys back in a flash, I guess.
And a flash.
Don't go anywhere.
Is that
Just in case you missed it live.
In case you missed it live.
In case you missed it live.
In case you missed it live, this is for you.
I love it. That was freaking
Oh my God.
I didn't see any of this coming. Yeah, I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah?
I was like,
How did you get here? No.
kill him, definitely kill him. We're cool.
Shade. Shade left and right, ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies, let's put your 2 cents in.
Rubbed me the wrong way in the right way.
But you were like, well, we want to know what's gonna happen.
That was cute.
We just want to say we love you all. Thank you so much for your support. You are all seriously the best in the world. and we
Another
appreciate
beautiful
you so
summer
much.
at theStream.tv, y'all.
Here we go, guys.
Thank you for being here. Peace out.
Bye, guys.
Thank you for hanging out in the Stream.tv studio, the #1 after show on all of the internet. Guys, at the count of 3, let's lower our chairs at the same time.
Oh, God.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
I missed it.
I'm already at the lowest.
All right, so you guys have been sending in your tweets and your fan art. Thank you so much. And we're going to start with this one because we couldn't hear what she said. From LJ Woods 92, let's check this one out. Yep, let's cut to the photo, or I'll just go like this.
Of
Now-
Devon's face.
It's okay. It says the look you make when people won't stop talking during the flash.
Show me.
It's on the live
Tweet it.
tag board. It's on the
Tweet it.
live
This-
tag board.
this
It's
is
okay.
genius.
Yep, we're just going to pull up the Twitter questions.
The memes of Devon are the best things ever.
They are
They
pretty
make
great.
me happy. I had a pretty bad day earlier because
And it is a meme with Devon, and I wish the audience got to see it, but they don't. Here's
It
from
makes me feel really happy too, guys.
Cody
Thank you.
Masters, Seamass 18. Kick his ass, Seamass. When Ronnie comes back to life, if he's dead, I doubt it. Do you think he'll be able to merge with Jackson?
Ooh.
Does that make sense? Would they be
I
able to
don't think
merge?
so.
They're too similar.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
I
too
think
similar.
they'll
They're
might
both
work.
athletic, so it doesn't work.
Yeah,
In
it's
my
gotta be
opinion,
the
I could
opposite.
It has nothing to do with
It's gotta
their
be the opposite.
athletes, Jack.
does.
No, it's like who they are as a person.
No.
No, I think it's everything. I think it's everything from their personalities
Yeah,
to
okay,
even their physical
yes,
attributes.
being
That's
athletic.
obviously why Jax is the body, and Martin Stein's just in his head, kind of, navigating.
And shout out to @BornCenter24 and @Mikey7382.
Oh, you got him? I just had that
Yes.
one written down. We got you, Mikey.
Blake wants to know @WayneAS27. You think Iris is going to go to try to find Wally, or will he just show up in Central City?
You know what I'm thinking?
What are you
I mean,
thinking?
because
Since you're
Iris
playing him in the show.
Exactly. But
He just buys a little.
right, I just died a little bit. But, I mean, Iris said it like, "What do you think? I'm an investigative journalist." So I feel like she's gonna be like, start reaching out.
But she also was like, I don't want to know.
But honestly, she want to know. Just same way she was like, "Get out, mom. I don't want to know you."
Predictions. He
Wally's
shows
gonna
up.
show up because mama's dying, and he gonna hear his mama dying. Who's not gonna show up when your mama dying? Unless
I
you're,
concur.
I don't know.
I think he's just
Cinderella
gonna
or
like
something.
show up, and the camera's just gonna be like.
One thing that I really like about the Flash moment is it's starting to take its little sections. Everybody's not together anymore. Everybody's kind of going off on their own little storyline. Like we said, Caitlin's obsessed with Firestorm. Now Iris has got her own family stuff. Barry and Paddy, which by the way, acknowledge each other already. Oh my gosh. Everybody knows you two love each other. And sorry, writers. Can we just let them start actually flirting now instead of being awkward as hell
Let me
the
just
whole
cut
episode?
you off
They're
right
gonna
there.
do it.
Bye, Patty. Hashtag West Allen.
Yeah,
Jazzy
I
Lewis
think that
wants
he's
to
still
know.
holding himself back. Barry is, because he's still holding back. for Iris.
Even Iris's daddy,
Yeah. says
Mr.
it, calls
Mr.
him
West
out.
himself, is like,
Yep.
look,
Explore,
well, you
bro.
ain't gonna forget your first love because I know my daughter's the baddest, and we're like, duh.
But she was with Rick. Rick.
Okay.
She was with Eddie.
Okay, well,
Let Barry go.
Eddie's gone. Eddie's gone.
Yeah.
Eddie's gone. Let
Bye,
him go.
bye, bye.
Let him go, Jack.
Where
Let him
did
go.
Jay Garrick, though? That's what Jazzy Lewis wants to know. Where did Jay Garrick Lewis?
You know what?
What?
I want to know.
He's
Jazzy,
chilling.
I want to know too.
He had a
Where is
spa
Jay
day.
Garrick?
He had a spa day.
He had a spa day. He
Yeah.
is pretty. He
had
is
a
pretty.
spa day. On that
and I'm
note-
gonna send you the answers to that thing very soon.
I would love to
so
go meet up with
gotcha.
Jerry Garrick.
On that
and have a
note,
spa day.
Andy Ward wants to know: Could Jay have lost his speed force as he not connected to Earth 2 speed force? Does one speed
As he's
force
not-
cover every Earth?
I was thinking the same thing, and because I know Jay Garrick's original origin story is different. It's not like a Speed Force accident, but they molded him into the Speed Force throughout the history of the comic. So technically, he uses the Speed Force now. Okay, that's why he's like, I don't have my connection to the Speed Force over here. But I would assume that one Speed Force covers all Speed Forces. But from the way they're making it look, I don't know if they told us already or what. But did Zoom take his ability before? When he said he almost killed him?
No, he
I think he lost it
when
coming
he
to
came
Earth.
through.
When he came through.
So
Okay.
how is Wells getting through?
And what is his agenda?
Because Wells definitely has some he gets the different worlds. He's able to somehow whether he actually is Harrison Wells or whether he is somebody else embodying Harrison Wells and Harrison Wells the
Maybe
real
he's
Harrison
the
Wells is not
actual
that.
Harrison Wells, and I don't know.
The point is that he knows something that the rest of us don't. I feel like whoever it is embodying the Harrison Wells body knows something. There's a greater plan.
And
in store.
Zoom still wants the Flash dead. You know, if King Shark comes back, I feel like Barry, a shark, I'm sure he's got some water in him, like electromagnetism will F that guy up.
Well, we're 70% water, so I'm sure sharks are more.
Yeah, yes, thank you, Jack. Appreciate it.
And shout out to Emma_V2. I'm squeezing these shout outs.
Well, thank you guys. That concludes another educational episode of the Flash After Show here at theStream.tv. Thank you for hanging out with us. Keep sending us your tweets. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Stream.tv. Subscribe. We got you. And don't forget Kamikaze Expo with Danielle Pennebaker, 31st of October in Los Angeles. And then you can say what's up to us because we all live here. For Jack, Lauren, Devon, I'm Dylan. We're the Flash AS. You're the Flash fam. We'll see you next week. Peace.
Love you guys. Bye.
Let's go Mets. I'm a Yankees fan, but let's go Mets.
If you want more from the Flash After Show, hit that button and subscribe to theStream.tv.